Really made sense to me to say Happy Memorial Day. It's kind of a contradiction in terms, and there are people in my life and people in the lives of the people who I love who let me first say that if you're watching this, just follow me on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, just follow me because I'm dishing out good stuff. I think most of you know that by now. So I think that we've become so disconnected from the words that we choose. And in my experience, words are very powerful, and the words that we choose are really important. And to say something like Happy Memorial Day, or to have a sale because of Memorial Day, or to buy a couch at 50% off because it's Memorial Day, it's never made sense to me. And I get that it's a time where the seasons are changing where I live, and school's coming to an end in summer, and it's kind of like a stamp of the beginning of a new time or a switching of gears. But I also think that it's lost its true meaning, which in my understanding, and forgive me if we have different understandings about it, is that it's a time to reflect on people who have committed their lives in the name of service and protection and commitment to seeing the world better and commitment to keeping people safe and free from harm and independent and with liberty and justice. And I don't mean to get cheesy, but this is really what this day means to me. And in the CrossFit community, we honor a fallen soldier with a workout called Murph. And it's really a grueling, very difficult workout. And the intention, as I understand it, is to just keep going. Because if there are people, if there are people all over the world who are committing their lives and leaving their families and jeopardizing their safety and what's comfortable in the name of freedom and liberty and justice for all, then I think it's best that I take a minute in between the invitations to the barbecues and the potlucks and the who's bringing the hamburger buns and all of that stuff, and take a deep breath, or maybe 30 deep breaths, maybe a day of deep breaths, maybe a couple of days of deep breaths, maybe a year of deep breaths, and think about and send love to those people and those families. And there have been so many losses this year. There have also been just as many beautiful things happening. I get that, right? But please don't lose sight of the forest through the trees. Please remember that we're in the middle of the trees. We're in a forest, and metaphorically speaking, of course. And there are people who are grieving this weekend. And be gentle with your words. Be gentle with your patience. Be gentle with riding somebody's ass when they're driving too slow, because you just never know what's happening in their car. You just never know what's happening in their heart, okay? I serve chiropractic because my understanding is that if people have chiropractic in their life as part of what they do to be healthy and stay healthy for a lifetime, not while their back hurts, not while their head hurts, not while their baby's not latching, for a lifetime, they're going to be a better version of who they're supposed to be in this world. That's why I am a chiropractor. I learned a long time ago that chiropractic was about uniting man the spiritual with man the physical. That's my why. People come to me for all kinds of reasons, all kinds of stories, and all kinds of pain points, and all kinds of hopes. And my why doesn't change. My why stays. My job as your chiropractor is to connect man or woman the spiritual with man or woman, the physical. Do I do that? No, I don't do the connection, but I'm definitely part of it. I'm definitely a fulcrum, and my office is a fulcrum, and my tables are a fulcrum. So here's where it all ties in to Staffless Practice Academy, because I am going to go there, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm doing a commercial. But here's my why with what I'm doing. If you've been following me, I'm kicking ass and taking names and standing on every platform I can, writing the books and creating the school and creating the courses, because it's been too long that wellness practitioners have not been able to find their voice in thanking the families, in giving great care, because we get in our own way, because we don't have the tools, right? So that's my commitment, not only to use these tools, but to use the tools that I have figured out in 22 years of doing this, serving only 150,000 adjustments. Here's the thing. I hang out with people who serve 1,000 adjustments a week. Okay? Do that math. These are people who walk their walk, who walk their talk and talk their walk, and all of the above. And I guarantee you, I would bet my last chocolate bar that they are taking the moments in between the breaths this weekend, and they're thinking about the men, women, and children who commit their lives to service and freedom and liberty and justice for all. I promise you that that's true, because that's part of being successful, in my understanding. So I've created books, and I've created a school, and I've created a free training. I'm giving you guys everything I know how to possibly give, so that you know what words to use when you're in the supermarket and you run into somebody who you know needs your care, whether you're a chiropractor or a PT or a massage therapist or a psychotherapist or an herbologist or an acupuncturist, whatever your craft is. If you're giving wellness care, your office should be slammed right now, because there's never been a better time to be giving real deal care, because of how disconnected we are. We need to reconnect, right? That's what wellness practitioners do. We help you to reconnect. We don't fix this, we don't fix that, because here's the thing, guys, we're not broken, okay? The migraine that your body is signaling to you does not mean that you're broken. It means that your body is signaling to you, okay? The numbness that you're getting in your fingers when your blood sugar is 400 is not something that needs to be muted. It's something that needs to be listened to. And wellness practitioners turn the volume up, right? And then hopefully, I hope we're offering solutions, and we're offering hope. We're offering you hope. So my job with Staffless Practice Academy and the Joy-Filled Practice Plan and the book Staffless and the free training, if you want to grab it below, is to give you words to use, to give you permission to step into your greatness. That's my job. That's my job. Do you need permission? No. But many of us want it. We want permission to go get 'em, tiger. Because some of us never had the permission to be great. I'm offering you permission to be great, because we need you great. Whatever's in your way of being great, clear it now, please, so that when we say something like Happy Memorial Day, they're not empty words. That's a loaded thing to say, Happy Memorial Day. And I scratch my head and I think, where's the truth in those words? Words are very powerful. I'm going to end with this. Somebody came into my office this week, a practice member of over 20 years. I love her dearly. And she said, she used different words, but I'm going to say it in a PG term. She said, my gosh darn neck is just a war zone. My gosh darn neck is just a war zone. A war zone And I said to her, do you realize what your neck is doing? How your neck is holding your occiput and your brain, and how your neck is funneling your brain stem and signaling millions of impulses at any given moment? Do you recognize that your neck, that feels like a battle zone right now, is signaling pain to wake you up and have you listen and make different choices? You think I'm going to take that away from you? That's not my job. My job as your chiropractor, as your wellness practitioner, is to help you to get connected to the signal and to make different choices. That's my job. And I have the tools to do that because I've done the work, because I have fallen down so many times and I've gotten back up and I have figured out a way of doing this. In my world, that looks like not having staff, hence Staffless Practice Academy. In your world, if you have staff that is crushing it, kudos to you. They're your angels. Treat them like angels, right? Celebrate them every single day. I have a right hand and I have a left hand and I celebrate them every day. They're just not in my office because that's what works best for me. And I had to figure out how to do that. How do I create the systems of automation so that I could have my playground exactly how I wanted it? Think about a 5-year-old who is setting up a playground and they want the slide, they want the swings. And so my office, my adjustorium is my playground and I want it a certain way. I don't want staff in my office when I'm there. I don't want the busy officey stuff going on while I'm serving great care. It's a distraction for me. If it's a distraction for you too, grab my free training. You're going to love it. So I'm wishing you a blessed weekend. I'm wishing you a lot of pauses in between all of the busyness. And I'm wishing the people near and far, all over the world, who are committed to serving for liberty and justice for all. I'm wishing you grace and love and so much gratitude. Okay, that was a lot longer than I wanted to go, and I hope that I reached a couple of you guys, and I'm loving you from here.